Listen, check it out now. Got these boys, man. Now, a third person has actually been arrested in the murder of Young Dolph. Okay, now remember the guy Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop on Instagram? This guy thought he was like the TK of Memphis, right? He thought he was gonna throw off the cops by putting up silly messages. Like, listen. Yo, for all you criminals, y'all gotta stop being dumb. Okay, look at the YNW Melly case. Okay, they could track your cell phone. You're not gonna throw up a message and put a smoke screen out there and throw off the cops. Now, the cops been looking for this guy. We now find out for months. That's what we found out from a press conference that was held by local police and U.S. Marshals. They say they've been looking for this guy, okay? He was not in Memphis no more. He dipped. So they were trying to figure out where he was. They said they went to Florida, they went to this place, they went to that place. They went to all type of states. I believe they even went to like Georgia, Atlanta looking for this guy because they were getting tips. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. They said once they announced the $15,000 reward, holy, they said tips came in left, right, and center. They had 500 tips like within the next 24 hours, one which led to his arrest. Now, remember, he said he was going to turn himself in on Monday. Well, he didn't turn himself in on Monday. And actually, they arrested him on Tuesday, but not because he turned himself in, because they collared him. And they caught him 8 hours away from where the crime actually happened and where they were looking for him at. And also, he was headed in the opposite direction. Basically, this fool went on a Greyhound trip trying to move the furthest place he could from Memphis, okay? Now, they caught him, but they arrested the third guy. The third guy's name is Shondale Barnett. So the two shooters, one is Justin Johnson, the other one's Cornelius, and then the third guy, Shondale Barnett, he got hit with a bunch of other charges, okay? He got hit with charges of accessory after the fact to first-degree murder, criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder, and theft of property from $10,000 to $60,000. Now, let me tell you why these charges are important. It's basically saying this guy was a part of the plot. However, they're not tying him directly to the murder yet. Okay, so he hasn't really gotten a first-degree murder charge like the other guys, but once you see the criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder plus the theft of property, this is what it means to me. He was part of the plot somehow because allegedly a month before they stole that car. So that white Mercedes, the one that was, driving away after they killed Dolph, he was part of stealing that car. Then he was also part of trying to get these guys to get away. So he's charged with accessory after the fact because he was trying to help Justin Johnson get out of the state and get away from cops. So that's why he caught that charge. Criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder, the car that was used, he helped steal, and they're saying theft of property because they're saying he stole the car. So again, this guy's going to be in a whole heap of water, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think at this time, the cops are going to try to play these guys against each other. It's a classic case of First 48. By the way, one of the detectives that's working the case is known for being on First 48. Will any of these guys tell on each other? Keep in mind, this guy, he's probably going to get hit with a murder charge, or they're probably going to dangle one over his head and say, hey, listen, we know, yeah, you stole a car, but you ain't really had nothing to do with Young Dolph, getting killed. Just tell us or tell him the other two dudes, and we got him. Now, this might not even need some cooperation because the police claim they have extensive evidence, right? So they've been really doing their due diligence, and the cops said something that's very important if y'all listen to the press conference. The cops said they took this personal, okay? Which means they took it personal that these guys were thumbing their nose in the cop's face saying, la, 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 you can't catch me. Also, they took it personal like, yo, this is a guy who came from Memphis. I'm talking about Young Dolph, who was very known and everybody's watching Memphis. They want to show that Memphis and Memphis cops are strong. They want to show that what they got going on are not going to allow criminals to just kill people in broad daylight. And also, you got to think about that car is associated with other crimes as well. So they are going to be monitoring this whole thing. I will see what ends up happening. Make sure guys definitely subscribe. What do you think is going to happen to all three of these guys? And what do you think the whole motive behind it is? Why do you think they killed off? Do you think somebody's behind it? Somebody paid for it? Do you think these guys are just jealous? I don't know. Get in the comment box if you guys like this. Subscribe to Akademiks.